in the water, let the steam in it. Flip that on the visa, now my team win it. Private said she love me, I agree with her. They said pussy up in Louis V linen. Said that yeah, I love mama mean with it. But you can't fuck my bitch without a fee, nigga. Set it off, yeah, I'm a bomb first, right? Ride on you niggas like dirt, like I can take your bitch like that my birth, right? I G in your feelings, now you hurt, right? I'm a solo native, but you hurt, right? BY how you speak, watch your words, man.
Hola fairies, and welcome back to my channel. It's Lareja Andrea, and I am bringing some rainbow hair to you guys today. Okay, so I feel like rainbow hair is like extremely intimidating, and I've always wanted to try rainbow hair, and I finally got the guts to do it thanks to my A1 Day 1 Sky. I was with Sky the other day, and she pretty much just said, you know, there is this rapper, but it's also a few other people I've seen do it. I did this wig probably like a week ago, and then when I watched Black Ink Crew today, I saw that Donna had rainbow hair, and we got inspired, well, she got inspired from 6ix9ine. He's like a rapper. I don't know where he's from. I don't know if he's from New York or somewhere. I know he's like more East Coast. I just don't know where. But he has rainbow hair, and it is so daring and so poppin'. And she was like, you know what, dude? I feel like you should do a 6ix9ine inspired hair, rainbow hair, because it's so intimidating, but it's so bomb at the same time. And with rainbow hair, it's so, like, you literally have to nail it if you're going to do rainbow hair. Like, you have to put the colors in a specific way for it not to look like too much. And I think that I did that. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. You guys be the judge. But I hope you guys like my take on the rainbow hair. This is on a wig. I will soon be making wigs for people. So pretty much these videos that I'm putting out is like an introduction to my wig making for you guys. So I'm trying my hardest to get it up within the next few weeks, but I just have to have everything prepared before I just initially say, you know what, I'm taking orders now. I just want to be prepared, basically. I would just want to be prepared for you guys, you know what I mean? So yes, I will announce, like, have a whole separate video of when I will be announcing when I'm going to finally be making wigs to everyone, but it will be soon, I promise you guys. But just bear with me. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this rainbow hair, then definitely stay tuned for the rest of the video. Okay guys, so jumping right into the video, I'm going to be showcasing some hair for you guys today. I'm going to be using two companies for you guys. One is brand new and the other has been around the block for a minute now. So this hair that I'm showing you guys in the beginning is from HairLikeMaggie. It is by Maggie Carey. She is on the East Coast side of the Americas. And if you guys are in the New York metro area, aka New York or New Jersey, definitely make sure that you check her out because she just opened up her store in Newark, New Jersey, and I'm showcasing her packaging because nowadays I feel like companies just do not focus on packaging anymore, and she really took her time, gave you details, gave you cards, gave you a nice cute little box, and she really nailed it when it came to her packaging. And I have to give credit where credit is due. Yes, girl, Maggie, you do the damn thing every single time. So I ended up using her 613 hair. I'm showing you guys the 12 613 straight from her company. She gave me a ton of hair, and at first I decided to do a short bob, but then I changed my mind and decided to do longer lengths instead. So I ended up doing 4 bundles of 22-inch, but I'm just showing you guys in detail what the 613 hair looked like. I'm just showing you guys the ends specifically because sometimes with 613 hair, you know if it's good hair or not depending on the ends, and her ends are not ragged and they are super good. So the frontal, per usual, is by YWigs. You guys know I'm obsessed with their frontals. I literally use their frontals all the time. Sometimes I let other companies, you know, I give their other frontals to try, but I just always seem to go back to YWigs because they are the 6ix9ine, okay? So I'm going to be doing a ton of dyes from Adore, and I did one dye from Express because Adore did not have their yellow in stock at the beauty supply store that I went to. They do still sell it, but they just did not have it in stock. So I will definitely put all the colors that I use down below, and I will also put the order of the dyes that I use in 3 different sections. So the simplest way to explain how I put these dyes in the hair is I section it off in 3 sections. So a back, a middle, and then the frontal I played as the front section. And then on the back of the hair, I spreaded it and split it down the half. So I did just do a split dye method wig, and I did one color on one side and another color on another side. And I decided to put that method into this wig as well by focusing all the blues, the green, and the yellow on one side. And then on the other side, I focused on the pinks, the reds, and the orange. So on the back section of the left side, I decided to put the baby blue color on the roots of the back. And then on the right side, I decided to put the violet gem on the roots of that side. So that's just what I'm doing right here. And I'm just going to try, like, as I go through the video, I'm going to try to explain it. But I know a lot of people like to hear you say things, but that's the whole point of a video tutorial, so that you can practically see every single thing that I'm doing as I explain. So I'm trying to cater to everybody that likes visuals. I'm trying to cater to people that like explanations as well.
Play games of hide and seek, find me, I find you too. What's your particular?
So now that I am done with both sides on the root area, I'm going to move on to ombreing the blue into the green. So like I said, I'm focusing on the blues and the greens and the yellows on this left side. So I'm just going to take that electric lime and I'm just going to blend that into the blue and also blend it downward, because we are putting that yellow further down on the ends of the hair, but I don't want it too much, so I like to just put the color on, comb it through, and make sure that it's really saturated into the hair.
No mommy, your body, you're killing it. Spread down, give me the green light. She be serving left fried rice. She a tongue with the day beside rice. She said she want this car. Amanda, come let me see on the car. Let's play games of hide and seek. Find me, I find you too. What's your particular? I'm gonna get who are you?
Baby, no they play no hide and seek. No hide and seek, yeah. Girl, you're so cute and I love your physique. And I love your physique, yeah. Say, you the drive me crazy, girl, like you are gonna need. Say, now you are gonna need, oh, nah. And I want this for life, girl, I should all you need. And I should all you need.
And then once I have massaged all that green into that area, I'm just going to move down to the yellow. So the yellow, like I said, is from Express. I will put everything down in the description box of the names of all the dyes, as well as the color variation that I put for each section. So I'm just putting in that yellow, and then I will move on to the right side and blend in the reds and the orange. So my blue side is done, and that is marinating in the hair. I'm going to move on to the pinky purple red orange side, and I'm going to now blend in the raspberry twist color, and I'm just going to blend that into the violet gem and then a little bit down on the ends, because we are putting orange blaze on the ends of this. So I'm making sure that that raspberry twist is all good in the hair. I love the raspberry twist color because at one point it looks like kind of red, but then at another point it looks like more of like a magenta color, and I think that it blends really well into the violet gem. So it was a really good addition to this wig, in my opinion.
See, baby, girl, your body I wanna control. We can do anything that you want to. But this in the game, no, they cannot handle. I'm sorry, why I draw my fumble. Shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah, shimmy, shimmy, yeah, yeah. Satisfying girl, sister around the corner.
So now the raspberry twist is all marinated in. I'm now moving on to the orange glaze and just making sure that that is really saturated onto the ends. Make sure that the lighter colors, like more of the orangey colors, are really saturated into the hair, because the reds, I told one girl before on my channel when it came to red hair that reds pretty much bleed a lot more than other colors. So really make sure that you are really saturating those red tones into the hair. So now to the second section of the hair, I'm just going to start out with the African violet color, and then I'm going to go down to the same colors that we did on the bottom. So every single time that I move up a section, I'm starting with a darker color and then just repeating the same process that we did before. So this one I'm doing the African violet, then the baby blue, then the green, then the yellow, then on the other side the African violet, then the violet gem, the raspberry twist, and the orange glaze. So you guys pretty much get the gist of, you know, the order of the colors that I'm doing, but I actually showed you guys in this clip what I do when before I put on my color. So I like to spray the hair first. Off camera, I actually did end up going ahead and shampooing the hair first and letting it air dry. That's why you see a slight wave to it, because with Maggie's hair, her bundles have a slight wave to it when it's wet. And with the Adore dye, technically you're supposed to put the dye on when the hair is slightly damp. So I like to spray the hair with a water bottle a little bit. Don't really saturate it, just make sure it's like a little bit saturated but not like drenched, and it really just helps to spread the dye a lot better, and you're not using so much dye. So that's another trick that you guys can do when it comes to coloring hair all the time, to make sure that you're not using an excessive amount of dye. Just make sure that you're slightly drenching the hair in water, and it's not too much, but it really allows the dye to blend a lot better onto the hair. So I'm just giving you guys a close-up of what the hair looks like. I tried to go in detail. I actually end up losing the clip of when I did my navy, my royal navy, but it's just the same thing. I did the royal navy into the violet, African violet, and then the blue, yada, 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 yada. It's literally repetitive, guys, like seriously so repetitive. But you guys can see how beautiful this color variation is. The ombres of all the colors just came out so fabulous, and I love it oh so much. So I'm just going to do little slow-mos and little clips of how it looks in detail in this clip right here.
She know they run around humble. I did give her better things she no go think of. Move.
Let's play games of hide and seek. Find me, I find you too.
So per usual, when it comes to my coloring videos, I like to show you guys me rinsing out the hair, just to show you guys of why I love the Adore dye so much. It just is the best dye to me because it does not bleed. I let my dye sit for at least minimum about 5 to 6 hours, just so that I know the hair is really saturated into the wig and into the 613 hair. The hair is not shedding, it is not bleeding, the color is not bleeding, and it is just so good. So I'm just putting a little bit of coloring conditioner onto the hair just to make sure the hair is nice and soft, and I'm letting that sit for about 2 minutes, and then I rinse that out again. And as you guys can see, none of the color is coming out in the sink. That's purposely why I like to show you guys this clip. And per usual, I like to show you guys what the hair looks like 90% dry, because I like to come on camera and show you guys the blow drying stage, just so you guys can see all the variations of color and what the color ending results looks like. And it is so bomb, guys, like ridiculously bomb. So I'm just going to be blow drying the hair in different sections just to show you guys all the rainbow colors and just this Skittle Starburst realness over here.
Let's play games of hide and seek. Find me, I find you too. What's your particular? I'm gonna get who are you?
Baby, no, they play no hide and seek. No hide and seek, yeah. Girl, you're so cute and I love your physique. And I love your physique, yeah. You drive me crazy, girl, like you are gonna need.
So I went ahead and put on my wig off camera, but I'm just going to style it and cut and layer it on camera. So I already have a ton of videos of how I apply my wig with a stocking cap as well as without a stocking cap on my channel, so I will link those down below. I always tell you guys I'm going to link stuff down below, but I never do. But this one, I'm going to do it, and moving forward I'm going to start doing that, I promise you guys. So I'm just going to be sectioning up the hair and going ahead with my 6.5 shears and just layering my hair, not too much because I don't want to cut too much. I'm mainly just going in and shearing out some of the hair just so you can see all the different color variations, and the color really stands out when it comes to the ombre in the wig.
Drive me crazy, girl, like you are gonna need. Say now you are gonna need, oh nah. And I want days for life, girl, I should all you need. And I should all you need, good night.
Where you they go? I'm not gonna fit to do you any wrong, go, mama. Waiting to worry, they make you go mad. I'm not gonna fit to do you anyhow. Princess, I go feel married with your short skirt. If you not leave me for anybody. They say she like body. Me, I get plenty body. She no go fear to confess.
And this is when ish gets real because I didn't know how fat my fingers were, and my scissors legit got stuck on my finger. Like, my future husband is going to have a tough time finding me a ring because these fingers are pretty fat. So I'm just going to be sectioning up a part, finding wherever I want a part. I decided to do a side part because I don't know what it is about side parts, but I love them when it comes to like a slight bang. And I'm just going to do my same thing I always do. Spray my Sebastian Shaper spray, which is a dry spray. I love this spray because it is flexible and it does not make the hair sticky at all or weigh it down. And I'm going in with my special hot comb because you guys know hot comb is the ultimate key with laying down your frontals and making it more flexible and movable. So I'm just going to be curling the hair as well with my 1.5 inch curling iron from Ion. And yeah, I will come back with the ending results and let you guys see my masterpiece and the work in itself.
And I love your physique, and I love your physique, yeah. Say you the drive me crazy, girl, like you are gonna need. Say now you are gonna need, oh nah. And I want days for life, girl, I should all you need. And I should all you need, good night.
Play games of hide and seek, find me, I find you too. What's your particular? I'm gonna get who are you?
Baby, no, they play no hide and seek. No hide and seek, yeah. Girl, you're so cute and I love your physique. And I love your physique, yeah. Say you the drive me crazy, girl, like you are gonna need. Say now you are gonna need, oh nah. And I want days for life, girl, I should all you need. And I should all you need, good night.
Let me see what's inside you. If you hide, I will find you. Don't you go away from me. Obey me like I do. Repeat the cycle. Girl with the big back, when she hit the bed, do make she bend down, bend down, bend down. No mommy, your body, you're killing it. Swear down, give me the green light. She be serving like fried rice. She a tongue with the day beside rice. She said she want this car. Amanda, come, let me see on the car. Let's play games of hide and seek. Find me, I find you too. What's your particular? I'm gonna get who are you?
Baby, no, they play no hide and seek. No hide and seek, yeah, yeah, yeah. Girl, you're so cute and I love your physique. And I love your physique, yeah. Say you the drive me crazy, girl, like you are gonna need. Say now you are gonna need, oh nah. And I want days for life, girl, I should all you need. And I should all you need, good night.
Where you they go? I'm not gonna fit to do you any wrong, go, mama. Waiting to worry, they make you go mad. I'm not gonna fit to do you anyhow. Princess, I go feel married with your short skirt. If you not leave me for anybody. They say she like body. Me, I get plenty body. She no go fear to confess am. She know they run around humble. I dey give her better things she no go think of.
Let's play games of hide and seek. Find me, I find you too. What's your particular? I'm gonna get who are you?
Baby, no they play no hide and seek. No hide and seek, yeah. Girl, you're so cute and I love your physique. And I love your physique, yeah. Say, you the drive me crazy, girl, like you are gonna need. Say, now you are gonna need, oh, nah. And I want this for life, girl, I should all you need. And I should all you need, oh, nah. I don't want no hide and seek. All I really wanna do is meet and beat. Put Louis Vuittons on your feet. No stress or must I repeat? Yeah. See, baby, girl, your body I wanna control. We can do anything that you want to. In the game, no, they got no hand.
So it's pretty much done. I'm just going ahead with my barrel brush because you guys know I love using this brush when it comes to brushing out my curls. It doesn't really brush out the curls. It just makes sure the curls are not like separated and like, you know, like specie. What the heck is that? PC looking. So yeah, guys, that is pretty much it. I'm just going to end and like kind of detailing the hair a little bit, like making sure that I curl the ends and make sure that, you know, all the curls are nice and good and uniform and all that stuff. But that pretty much is the end of the video. It's nothing else really for me to explain. I'm just going ahead and playing with the hair and doing some slow-mo shots for you guys. Let me know what you guys think of this hair. Would you wear this? Would you not wear it? Even if you wouldn't wear it, did you like the video and just kind of caught yourself watching it anyway, even if you would never do this? Because sometimes I find myself doing it on other people's channels. But let me know what you guys think of this Tashaki, oh my gosh, 6ix9ine inspired wig. I hope you guys love it as much as I do, and I definitely hope to see you in my next videos because I am about to be giving you guys all types of life in my future videos. As always, I love you guys and deuces.
Let me see what's inside you. If you hide, I will find you. Don't you go away from me. Open me like I could. Repeat the cycle. Girl with the big back. When she hit the bedroom, make she bend down, bend down, bend down. No mommy, your body, you're killing it. Swear down, give me the green light. She be serving like fried rice. She a tongue with the day beside rice. She said she want this car. Amanda, come let me see on the car. Let's play games of hide and seek. Find me, I find you too. What's your particular? I'm gonna get who are you?
Baby, no they play no hide and seek. No hide and seek, yeah. Girl, you're so cute and I love your physique. And I love your physique, yeah. Say, you the drive me crazy, girl, like you are gonna need. Say, now you are gonna need, oh, nah. And I want this for life, girl, I should all you need. And I should all you need, oh, nah.
Where you they go? I'm not gonna fit to do you any wrong, go, mama. Waiting to worry, they make you go mad. I'm not gonna fit to do you anyhow. Princess, I go feel married with your short skirt. If you not leave me for anybody. They say she like body. Me, I get plenty body. She no go fear to confess am. She know they run around humble. I dey give her better things she no go think of.
Let's play games of hide and seek. Find me, I find you too. What's your particular?